Peace and blessings, everybody. It's your girl Wendy Zizzo here with Kirk the Jerk, and it's also Nappy Red, but he can't be with us this night with us tonight. So he'll be back next week. So don't worry about it. But we are Awareness Academy 411 here again with the 411 to give you the 411 on what's going on in the world, give you a little bit of our nuggets, some jewels, and for the plies, let it applies for educational purposes only. And if you don't, let it fly and don't try this at home. And if you do, it's on you. I think that about sums that up, right? What's up, Karen?
What's going on, people? I hope everybody's doing great today. And now I guess we're gonna,
Yeah, let's go. Let's move on to, like, even though Red isn't available for us tonight, we're gonna still start off with the sound off. So hit that.
yep.
Press over comments or story lines
Oh,
that's on
rewind
Peace
that.
and Blessings. Today's topic on Sound Off on C. June production. What's real and what's fake on social media? I see a lot of people getting depressed over comments or story lines that's on social media talking about what Trump could do, what Trump can do, what the government or the Congress can do. It's public knowledge. If you do your research, you can find out what laws will be passed. What's your thoughts and comments on people being depressed over social media posts? Second topic is I got my sound off coming real soon. It's gonna be a podcast that's gonna come on, I think, on Saturdays. I also got a telephone number that I will be giving it out soon for the people that could call up and they can voice their opinion. So stay tuned for the Sound Off podcast that's coming real soon. Peace and blessing, y'all. Peace and blessings. Today's
Nice.
topic.
All right,
Nice,
so
nice.
so for one, definitely Red. Listen, we ain't gatekeeping you from nobody. So people, when his sound off podcast come on, we gonna definitely let y'all know. He has some interesting ones. What do you think about people being feeling the way about social media? I feel like people are familiar to things because that's what they grew up with versus people that didn't. And people in, like, especially from our generation and his generation, they didn't come up with social media. Like they wasn't around for the technology like they have now. So I feel like people's lives aren't intertwined in it in the same way mine at one time was in Pokemon cards, or how passionate I was about you know collecting McDonald's treats and shit. It's like that's just part of what's exciting in the culture. And if that's taken away, it's kind of like, yeah, it's gonna be a hit to your dopamine. Like
That's
you ain't gonna get
true.
that hit.
Yeah, I think a lot about it. I guess we shouldn't get depressed about social media. It is a place where we can get a lot of information, but I think too much information could be an overload of the brain. So sometimes you just gotta sit back and take a couple of hours off.
A day.
Yeah, a day off or something like that. A day off sounds good too. Like to just digest your brain, your thoughts, and just relax,
Well, that, and just
and then
be in
jump
real
back on
life
and go
for a
to the
day.
crazy. Yeah,
Just immerse yourself in real life. Like, just be on it. What's up, Rod son? So yeah, like, I mean, it's just a part of our culture. You know what I mean? It's really just what it is. And the depressed part, like I said, is like a hit to your dopamine. When you're not getting dopamine, the brain is gonna be like wah wah wah, and now you feel
that's true.
depressed about it. You know what I mean? So now we're talking about a psychological, chemical, shit in your brain type of thing. you know
Yeah.
and again, it's like, especially if you're used to something and it gets taken away out of nowhere, yeah, there's gonna be a natural withdrawal from it. I get all, I'm a little tongue tied and shit, but yeah, it's like it's social media is like, I mean, I've thought about it, like when TikTok was about to go, and it was gone for that one day. I kind of felt relieved, honestly. Like for a second, I felt like, oh, I could go put my attention elsewhere now. And then when it came back, I was like, damn it. It's like damn it, I'm gonna be back on that shit again. But yeah, yeah. It's like I said, it's just a part of society nowadays.
Peace, family. Rod, you the man.
And again, people, Red is gonna be coming up with his solo podcast, which is Sound Off. And again, when he's ready to launch, we will definitely be here to let you know. And he gonna still be coming. He ain't
Yeah,
gonna just jump ship. He's still Awareness Academy 411. Just like when I'm off doing my solo podcast, Kurt has his solo podcast, Kirk the
yeah,
Jerk. Y'all could check him out.
yeah,
So it's a synergy. You
yeah,
know, it's a synergy.
yeah. But
But we got so much to talk about that's going on in the world right now.
yeah,
Where do you want to start? Because god damn.
it's funny coming on this. I was sitting there like, oh, okay, I know what I'm gonna talk about, and then boom, that interview with Donald Trump. I want to
Zelensky.
start with that. The interview with Donald Trump and Vladimir Zelensky. Man,
Zelensky,
listen,
yeah.
I don't even know what to say. I'm lost for words, and look at how Zelensky is just damn near begging for help, like begging for help, and how he's getting treated. Like that's crazy. And JD Vance, and they were just gaslighting using Russian talking points, and I'm sitting there saying, if you didn't know no better, you think Donald Trump worked for Vladimir Putin. Tell me I'm wrong. It felt that way. It was weird.
I
I don't know what
mean,
to say,
I've
man.
been over the last few videos that's been put out with this guy, like just his comments about Gaza alone just got me like, wow.
Yeah,
So to see this happen is kind of like, wow, one more time.
yeah,
But it's really like, wow, these people are really just. It's like if you could take about 70% of the United States, right? Maybe my percentage is too high. I don't know. Maybe 60. I think it's 70. It's more close 70. Maybe it might even be
yeah.
80, right? If you took them and you had the epitome of these people, Donald
Mhm.
Trump. Every way that he acted in that was just so aggressive and bully, and some people are like, yeah, tell him like he should be thankful, he should be grateful. It's like, yo, you're really playing with people's lives right now, getting emotional over things like this, as if, like, I feel like when there's a language barrier, and the way that people can understand even the way you speak, like, I think a lot of stuff got lost in just in that sense of translation. But they kind of took it too far, in my opinion. Like, they even kicked dude out and gave all his food to his aides and everybody else. I'm like, damn, how you gonna kick him out?
Yeah.
How you gonna fly him out here and then yeah, and then just it's over. You just kick him
I'm
out. Like, that was
like I
crazy.
said, I'm just lost for words because I never seen nothing so crazy in my life
We're
where a
just getting
president behave in that
started.
manner, like
We're
so
just getting
disrespectful. Damn.
started. Oh my god. He said the interview was dope. Zelensky said
And he
we'll be
right.
in a war in the future,
Yeah.
and
Zelensky
Donald
wasn't
got
wrong.
pissed.
Donald Trump.
I didn't listen to the whole entire interview. I just really heard the part when Trump was going in on him. But
Yeah.
I mean,
Don.
I don't mind
Yeah.
hearing other people's opinions on that, because maybe I missed something, like what he's just saying, as Zelensky was saying they're
He
gonna go
did.
to war. But again, it's like, the point is like, when there's a language barrier, maybe what he said was taken out of context,
No, no, no.
or
Zelensky knew exactly what he was saying, and basically he knows that Donald Trump is starting so much trouble. He's stirring up the whole. First of all, America is like almost like one of the most hated countries in the world right now. It's never been like this for us. We look like shit, and thanks to Elon Musk with his craziness, want to gut U.S. aid, helping people around the world get the help they need. Remind you, it's only half a percentage of America's budget to give us soft power so we can have our military bases in those countries, having our troops everywhere so we can have power. And we also helping people at the same time. So people love America, but doing stuff like that is crazy. He
I don't know. That
gutted,
was a lot.
he
That was
gutted
just a
aid.
lot. Like I said, I
Yeah.
would have to look over the whole thing to see who was not in the right or who was in the wrong,
No, no,
or
no. He's in the wrong. He got the agency, and the money was already paid for. It was already paid for. It was approved through Congress, and he just came in and got the whole agency. That was illegal. It
are
was
you
not
talking about
legal what he
Trump?
was doing. No, Elon. Trump
Oh.
gave a lot
No,
of
I'm not
shit.
talking about that. I was
Yeah.
referring to the whole interview with Zelensky
Oh,
and
my
Trump.
bad.
That's what I was
ADD,
referring to.
man. I'm jumping
Elon
from
is a
one subject
whole
to another.
nother charade of a conversation. That dude is
uh,
so he's the epitome
yeah,
of white supremacy.
yeah.
Yeah, I said it.
But it's
Yeah, I
gonna be
said it.
war. It's
He
gonna be war
is.
though. It's definitely gonna be war. We're gonna have war thanks to him. We're gonna have more enemies than we had before. All Donald Trump is stirring the pot, thinking everything is a dollar. Remind you, we're gonna have war because he's creating more problems for us. He making us destabilize. China sit there laughing so they can scoop up all the countries that we was taking care of. And guess what? You guys worried about taking kids shit at home? How about shit from other countries gonna land over here? How about all those places where you have agencies that treat all kinds of crazy medical conditions that's contagious that don't make it to the United States? Like Ebola virus right now is on a rise.
Firing the
It's a
TSA people.
it's a freaking genocide right now. And guess what? Without us having a health team in order, a health center to look after us and stuff like that, guess what? Stuff like that is going to end up in America. And
Oh,
I'm not even
listen.
trying to jinx it. It's a
Well,
matter of
I'm gonna
time.
knock on wood on that one, cause
You know what I'm
no,
saying?
no, no,
That
no, no,
people
no.
need to get your health in order right now. If you got a
I'm
health
not dying
condition,
of the monkey virus. Don't you go there with me.
nah, this is
No.
worse than that. This is something worse than that.
Well, listen,
Monkeypox, I'll
before
take
you get with,
monkeypox
cause
over
listen,
this.
I know how you be getting where you just
Yeah,
start going into the whole deep ocean of pessimism. Chill.
yeah, but it's
No,
definitely
that
gonna
that
be some
vibe,
shit.
like there's enough going on out there. Oh yeah, Jasmine Crockett, yo, she's a beast. I
Yeah,
love Jasmine Crockett. She's awesome. But yeah, it's like people already got enough things to worry about, and at the
I'm gonna
same
get her something
time,
more.
where you know where people tend to get into that space, so you getting what you voted for, and that's kind of like
Nah,
the
that's hurting everybody.
condescendingness that you have with it, which is not wrong. I'm not saying you're wrong, but that is kind of like it's not changing nothing now.
No.
You know what I mean? It's
I'm
I
what
feel
I'm
I feel
doing
like you're
right
throwing
now is
salt in the
making
wound
people
right now.
aware. I'm taking people need to be aware of their health now. Like this is not even.
Listen, the
I'm not
people
even
ain't listen.
gaslighting. It's
Those
gonna
that
come.
want to
It's
listen gonna hear
guaranteed.
you.
Right
Hmm?
now, it's guaranteed that it's gonna get nasty. Because think about it. If you look at the bill that just recently that they're trying to pass right now, it's gutting agencies that handles water, handles like all kinds of stuff that we take for granted. You know what I'm saying? So now if you gut these agencies, they have less funding. So guess what? When it comes to having clean drinking water and all that stuff, everything is gonna be toxic. The Food and Drug Administration, they kind of sucked already under any presidency, but gutting them out is going to even make it even worse. So the stuff that they did keep at bay, now we have to worry about
Well,
all that stuff ending up
listen,
in the food we eat.
we'll see what happens because at the end of the
Yeah,
day, there's still people, everyday working people, that are still
yeah,
manning all of these systems. And a lot of them could say, fuck that, I'm going to stay here and I'm going to still do what I got to do because I care about people. So I'm going to
yeah,
believe that there's still people out there that's going, and there's plenty of them fighting against the layoffs. You even got Elon Musk over here asking, apologizing in a sense. Oh, if you could have some people that are qualified to come to TSA, we're hiring. We'll even take back the people we fired. Like, what's gonna happen is that they're gonna keep throwing all these pebbles in the water, right? And whichever one causes the biggest ripples, they're just gonna keep with their ripples. But eventually, it's gonna recede. Like it has to come back. You throw it out, something's gonna come back. So, I feel like we're at the head of all of this stuff going on, and we're just gonna see how long this
yeah.
pimple takes to pop.
Yeah, I just tell people just brace yourself. It's like driving a fast car. Brace yourself because
Well,
it's
I mean,
just
listen,
yeah.
unless if they turn off the electricity
Oh, that's a matter of
and
time.
they completely shut off the
I'm
water,
telling you,
I
I
feel
see it all
like.
coming, man. It
But
sucks.
listen, I've said it before, and I'm gonna say it again. People, get you a solar power generator. Get you a water filtration system.
Uh,
And you good now. There we go. And get some seeds to plant some shit. Get you some canned goods, or some fallout shit. Like I'm not trying to scare people, but I'm just saying like if you're worried, if you're listening to people like Kurt, get you to a point where you're like, oh my God, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? I just gave you some ideas of something you can do. Get you some walkie talkies that go off the grid, that that only work satellite, like satellite walkie talkies. Get you some satellite walkie talkies. Now you good. Now if you feel like you can't survive outside of everyday life, you can't make it. I don't know what to tell you. You better not come knocking on my door, because
That don't sound good either. What you just said? I thought you was gonna get something good to say.
What? No, I'm just saying, if people, if you can't survive in the wilderness, I think Darwin has been doing what he's supposed to do. I mean, Darwin had made some good quotes there, but I'm not gonna say it. But no, realistically, like, where there's a will, there's a way, and especially black people, we've been through all types of shit. We'll make it through this too.
Yeah, I believe so.
We've been through all, even during the Great Depression, when the United States was losing their damn minds. Guess who wasn't affected by it? Black people.
Yep, because they wouldn't.
You know what I mean? So even in this, all these situations going on, like, this is all a rich man's game. Well, an extra greedy rich man's game. That's not our people. So who's it gonna really? Is it gonna really affect us that much?
And it's the dumbest thing of all. Not saying race ain't important, but it's like the greatest weapon that they're doing against us is pinning American people against each other while they sit there and rob the hell of us blind. Instead of sitting there saying, all right, we might not look at each other, but we can identify with a lot of the same issues because we're in the same country.
We're in the same damn boat.
And we're in the same damn boat. You might be on a different side of the boat, but we're on the same boat. And it's sad that the whole racism is like a bridge between it.
Listen,
while they sit back and laugh at you, said, okay, you look like us, so you're better than them. But at the end of the day, they shitting on you first, because I hope you know all the red states going to get demolished.
You just
started, and then it comes to the blue states afterwards.
Listen, see, there's racism, then there's politicism. It's my own word, because not only do people separate with the racism, they separate with the politics too. Oh, you're a Democrat. Oh no, you're a Republican. Like, that's another level of separation. You know what I mean? And I've said this before. I don't know if I said it on here before, but I've said it to you. Like, it's two wings on the same damn bird. So
I take the other wing,
choosing a side and then looking at the other side and being against it. Like, they all do dirty shit. Some give you shit that's coated in chocolate, and some of them give you shit that's coated in money, right? So either way, it's still shit. So I can't pick a side, because I see the whole bird for what it is. So I can't pick a side.
You could pick a side, because you could pick a side, because I'm telling you,
I'm definitely not picking a side. I'm independent.
Kamala Harris, and I'm not a fan of her, but if she was in office, this wouldn't be a conversation right now.
We don't know what bad would have came out of that too, because there's gonna be bad out of, like, even when Biden was in office, there was bad coming out of that. When Obama was in office, there was bad coming out. And Trump act like he's over here talking about, oh, what is the government? Look at what the government been doing all this time. Dude, you was the government for 4 years.
And Marjorie Taylor Greene out here saying federal workers.
Stuff that you're now discovering now was going on then, that you're trying to bring all this light to.
I never heard anybody go hard on federal workers like this in my life. My 43 years.
But what is the point,
in my life? Even Bill Clinton cut federal workers because he felt that the system was bloated with too many federal workers, and he did it with a fine comb. He created a system. He looked through each department and see where he could make cuts. He didn't just go along and do some Silicon Valley shit, because Silicon Valley people, they believe they should break it and then fix it type mentality. You can't do that with a government, because this system is fragile. So you coming in and just tearing up departments, that's not how you do it. I'm not saying that you can't get rid of it. You just got to do it.
I'm going to play devil's advocate.
Yeah.
Maybe it's about time that it got completely knocked down for it to get rebuilt properly.
It's not going to get rebuilt.
Or not just properly, because, listen, people keep saying that the system is broken. The system is not broken. The system has never been broken. The system works exactly the way it's been designed to benefit the people that created the system, right? And as long as the system is benefiting them, the system will operate as it's been, right? So now if we want to change the system has to crumble.
Yeah.
Period. Like people really act like, oh, the system's broken. All these different things no, the system is working just fine. That's why these people stay in the spaces that they are. And what's happening right now? It's the meteorite that had to come in to destroy it all.
They was talking about that too, build and destroy.
Yeah, there we go. Build or destroy. Like
Uh,
this is there has to be a reset. Or I won't call it a reset because that's a bit extreme. But there has to
the
be
great
something
reset.
to you got to shake the tree to get the coconuts out. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I think
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. I guess some chaos is good because this chaos, at least ain't nobody gonna be down nobody
No,
after
you
this
can't
shit.
even build a new building without the construction part, which is pure destruction.
Yeah.
Like, you know how dirty and nasty a construction site is, but then the
Mhm.
the finished product is beautiful. But
Yeah.
that's just a metaphor. That other, I'm
Yeah.
still annoyed by that other. I'm not even gonna say nothing about that because I don't want people to start coming after me, talking about, oh, you supporting this. Listen, that shit is foul across the goddamn board. What's going over there in Gaza? And Trump over here talking about, oh, see, I'm saying it anyway. So Trump over here talking about, oh, we're gonna make it beautiful now. We just taking it. I'm like, wow,
Did anybody see
wow.
that video? Oh my
We just
God.
watched we just watched 1492
Yeah.
happen all over again. Oh wait, would it be 1492? No, maybe 16. What was it? 16. When did they start? When was the Trail of Tears?
I just want to know when they're gonna be able to.
We just seen the Trail of Tears happen in real time. Put it that way.
Yeah. How
That's
they
the
gonna
best thing for me to say.
How they gonna be able to like how they gonna put them in other countries? Other countries said no already. 2 million. It ain't. I don't even think it's 2 million. I'm gonna be honest with you. I think it's way more
1831.
than. I think it's way more than 100,000 people dead. I think it's way more than. I think that number's much higher.
Yeah, we
Cause you
just
don't
watched
hear nothing about it right
1831
now.
repeat
It's so
itself.
quiet. So who's to say they're not being exterminated right now? You don't hear nothing about it right now. It's so quiet over there
Well,
in
it's
Gaza.
not that it's quiet. It's just that we're not able to see it. That's just like
Yeah,
when the whole when Trump went into office, they was protesting all around the world, like,
yeah,
and you barely seen it, like
yeah.
they that was when the TikTok happened, the reset, and they had changed the algorithm. People act like they don't know that happened. I seen it. Like TikTok, when they went dark for that 12-hour mark, that 12-hour period, they was messing around with the system to change it up so that when they brought it back online, because they knew they changed the algorithms. So now we couldn't see all the videos and shit that they were posting, but there was people that knew people in other countries that was sending them the videos to play on their TikTok. So I seen some of the videos, like they was protesting hard, so there was a lot of conferences and a lot of different things going on. But
He gonna get rid of TikTok again because they out there still posting that progressive stuff. They posted a lot of good stuff on TikTok, so he gonna. It ain't favoring Trump right now because I see a lot of people saying crazy stuff. So I don't know. And then look at legacy media. Look at all these legacy like news channels and stuff like that bending the knee to Donald Trump. So we don't have no real media at all. I remember when it used to be more legit. Now everybody's so scared to say anything. Like all the legacy media, MSNBC, they got rid of Joy Reid. She was a dynamic on it. They got rid of all the diversity people on there. Anybody black or Jewish, they got rid of them on MSNBC
listen, people
and,
just keep your popcorn,
and ABC
right?
and all
Get
those
your
channels.
solar
Crazy.
power generator, get your walkie talkies, get your filtration, your water filtration system, and enjoy the show. Like this all is just, it's like a big movie. But let's see what the next
Why you
40
didn't
years
tell me
bring.
I had the wrong one on? I had something about some Cash App. What the hell? I thought playing the wrong one.
What?
I was playing the wrong. I was playing the wrong one. The wrong words at the bottom. I just realized that. Damn. Sorry.
It's all
It didn't
good.
say nothing
You do
crazy though,
right.
but it's just hilarious.
So moving along to more news and more interesting things. Do you know that they dropped King the Ka, like literally, like exploded, boom,
What you
like
mean,
it's on
King
the
of Con-
ground. King the Ka is gone from Six Flags.
Really? Why they got
Yeah,
rid of it?
they took King the Ka out. They turned it off like last year, and yeah, they just today was the day that they blew it up, knocked it over.
Wow.
King the Ka was my favorite ride at Great Adventure. I used to get in the front car of King the Ka.
Great Adventures is scary, man. Let me tell you something. So many people used to get in accidents back in the days. My mom was like, "We're not going there. We're gonna go to Dorney Park." Then somebody
Dorney Park
died at
was
Dorney Park. My mom was like, "We're gonna go to the Wild Water Kingdom in Dorney Park." So we started going to the water rides instead because people just were dropping off those rides, yo. Somebody died on a
well,
Batman
I'm
ride.
glad I
Somebody
ain't have
died
no
on a
problems over
Hercules.
there.
I'm
I'm glad
like,
I didn't have
damn.
no problems. But I used to get in the front car of the King the Ka, and if
Yeah,
you know, you know. But they said don't put your hands up. I
yeah.
still did it anyway. Well, you can't do it in the very beginning. It's impossible because the
Yeah.
takeoff from that shit is insane. But once it goes all the way up and once it starts to come down, I threw my hands up like, like real quick, and took them back down. Because like the G force on that was crazy. Like,
Yeah.
oh man, that was the best roller coaster. But my body got to a point where it said you can't do this no more. I was like, why? The
Shit.
excitement was amazing, and then my body was like, the last time I went there, it had to be like, I'm telling my age. I don't know, like 10, 15 years ago. It's been a minute. Like I have not went to Great Adventure in a long time, but yeah, my body was like, after one ride, I felt like I just ran a marathon. I'm like, what the hell's wrong with me?
Yeah,
So
I
no
miss
more
all
fun.
that stuff. I miss being and I don't I won't say I miss being young. I miss not having no financial responsibilities. I
That
miss it
part.
when it was I miss when it was other people's obligation to take care of me. Now when you're an adult and you got your own bills and
When you have
kids and
freedom.
all that stuff and grown adult kids. Yeah.
Nah, I'm with you 100% on that. Shoot. She said that's true. After a while, you can't do the rides no more. Yeah, like
No,
one
no.
thing I could never do is anything that spun around or went back and forth. I was done. Like
Yeah.
I just couldn't do it. It wasn't gonna happen. So I could only ride like roller coaster that didn't go upside down because I used to be able to do it, and then my body was like, "You're not going upside down no more." I was like, "Damn." So I, not go upside down, but now my body was like, "Nope, now you're not even getting on no more."
Oh,
So
the
she
merry-go-round.
going on the merry-go-round. I could
Yeah.
stand it for a second. Like if it's going slow enough, I could take it. But if it's
Yeah.
going too fast, nope, nope, nope. Hell no. Hell no. I used to like Skull
Yeah.
Mountain though. Skull
Skull
Mountain was
Mountain.
shit. I think that's still there. And then there was a couple other rides there. Nitro was my shit. I think Nitro's still
Nitro.
there. See,
But
I'm
who the
I'm
hell?
crazy. I would leave. I wouldn't push the thing all the way down to where I was
Yeah.
completely locked in. I would leave just a little bit of
Whoa.
space, just a
You know
little bit.
that's how a kid died. He the 16-year-old tall big kid. He was 16 years
Yeah.
old recently. God rest his soul, young man. He wasn't completely locked on the machine, and when it went down, he fell off of it and
Nah,
plunged
I'm
to his
I'm
death.
it's locked
Yeah.
for me, but you could push it down another notch or you
Oh,
could
another
have just
notch. Yeah.
enough little wiggle room. So I
Yeah.
would leave myself that little wiggle room because when it go up, you would float up for a second. Like it felt like no like zero gravity for a little second. So I used to like that.
Damn, that
And
sounds
Nitro
scary.
don't go upside down, so you was good.
Who loses? I loses everything. I lost my keys on there. I lost my phone on rides, man. I
The
lost a
worst
lot of stuff.
ride ever was Scream Machine. That ride
Screen
was
Machine?
terrible. Terrible.
Yeah.
I hated that roller coaster. It was the worst, the worst. Batman and Robin was
Damn.
my shit. What else? Those were the
But the
days.
Hercules to me was like the scariest ride. That was like one of the tallest rides ever from
The
Dorney Park.
Hercules, that was a great
Yeah.
adventure?
Nah, Dorney Park. You never been to
Oh,
Dorney
oh
Park?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, the
That was the only
Hercules.
roller coaster that Dorney Park had.
They got some
They
other
had
ones. It
one
just
roller coaster. Like
yeah,
it was no, Dorney Park is whack. I went to
yeah.
the best thing about Dorney Park is the lazy river. That's it.
The
Everything
Lazy
else
River,
is whack.
yeah.
Actually, the better water park is the Great Adventure one. The what was it called? Wet and Wild or Wet and
Oh, you talking about Dorney Park's water park. They got
no
Wild Water Kingdom. Not
no
Wild Water
no. Great
Kingdom. Yeah.
Adventure has their own water park. It's like right across the way.
Great Adventure got a water park.
Hurricane
Donny Park
Harbor,
out.
that's the name of
Oh,
it.
Hurricane Harbor. Oh, no, that's
Yeah.
not better than Donny Parks. Donny Parks is bigger.
No,
Wild
it
Water
is
Kingdom
bigger.
is nice.
The best
Yeah.
water park I've ever been to though was
Which one?
Aquatica in Orlando.
Aquatica.
Yo, Aquatica is dope. The lazy river goes fast. So like you can have your feet. I have my feet on the bottom and I'm on the tube, so I feel like I'm just gliding across, like you're just skating. She's like, I didn't mess with the Hercules. I like the log at Donny Park though. Oh yeah, the log.
Oh,
Oh, the log was the shit. All right, that's dope about Donny Park. I can't even lie. But now
yeah.
I feel like we just visiting our childhood in this one. But what other interesting
Yo,
news
why
has
the
been?
hell I got a brain freeze? Because we had all this shit to talk about, and yo, I think that whole Trump shit just messed my whole brain up. I'm trying to get past that dumb shit. I don't even want to talk about it no more. That bunch of
Listen,
knuckleheads
that's what
over
I'm
there.
saying. Like that stuff is all like it's so toxic to our mindset. Like it's
Yeah.
and just for the sake of people understanding, like it sounds cliche to meditate or to just focus on something else, or follow your happiness or follow your joy, or my favorite, practice gratitude. Like it sounds so cliche to just take 5-10 minutes a day and just think about the things that you're grateful for
Yeah.
and 3 reasons why you're grateful for it. If anybody knows my Facebook and how I've been over the years, I always ask the question, what about right now makes you grateful? And the reason that I've been doing that is because I understand the power of gratitude. Like this is not a woo-woo spiritual, invisible thing. Like this is your power. And when you're practicing gratitude, you're raising your vibration. So now when you raise your vibration, you're not going to be in tune with the low vibrational shit. You know what's on the low vibration right now? All this shit with politics, all this stuff going on in the country. Oh, that's why when you talk about it, it pisses you off. Why? Because it's a low vibration. And when you think about the things that make you grateful and why they make you grateful, they bring you up to, high, and you start to feel better. You start to focus on things that make you feel better. Like, and there's natural laws to the universe, like to reality. Like this is no joke. Just like if I pick something up and I let it go, it's gonna fall
That's
because there's
true.
this thing called gravity, right? There's other universal laws other than gravity, and one of them is we call it the law of attraction. It's called karma. What you put out is what you get back. So when you're practicing gratitude and you're putting out that positive high vibration, now I won't even call it positive. You're putting out that higher vibration. Now what's going to come back to you is more things for you to be grateful for. That's why the more you think about it, the longer you think about it, the more will start to come.
Oh yeah.
Like
We just
even if you think about something that's bothering you, right? The first 17 seconds of you thinking about that thing that's bothering you, another thought is going to join that. Like say if it was a situation where somebody did you dirty, right? First you think of the thought, yeah, they did me dirty. Now you're gonna start thinking about it. Then you're gonna remember the day they did you dirty. Then you're gonna remember what you was wearing when they did you dirty. Then where you was and how you felt and exactly what it was. Like it just gets bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. That's why they say when you focus on the problem, it makes the problem bigger, because you're literally giving it your energy, you're giving it your attention. And your attention is what's going to create your reality and how you now feel about that thing. So
boycott.
the boycott. Oh yeah, that's another thing too.
Yes.
So the more we focus on these low vibration, that's what you're gonna have. So you gotta practice gratitude.
Yeah.
And the boycott thing, I mean, I don't know what's going on with that. I mean, I wasn't planning on spending no money today anyway, so
I
I guess it
think
just worked out.
I
How long
was
is it supposed to last for though?
it was supposed to be for 24 hours, and I think it would have been effective, but I think Al messed it up. Al Sharpton, he messed it up. The reason why I say it, he made it more like a black thing instead of just making it a people thing. It was a white guy that initially said it, and he's a very well informed dude. And he was like, "Listen, we all need to stop buying anything." And think about it. Just a small portion of people decide to stop spending money. Everybody don't have to boycott.
I think
But
24
if you
hours
made
ain't
it, if
enough
he didn't
time to
make,
make a
if Al
dent
Sharpton,
though.
no, but no, it always will make a dent because Al Sharpton shouldn't have made it a black thing. So, oh yeah, we need a black. No, don't make it a black thing. Make it a people thing. Meaning, all of us boycott. We send a message to the people, the rich. Because they only rich because we spending money. So if we decide to stop for one day, it would mess up their bottom line for the whole year. Just one day of a lot of
I
people
agree.
stop,
No, I agree
and not just
100%. But I
black people.
feel
I'm
like
talking
if you
about
really want to hit
everybody.
them, if we really want, like
We'll mess
the
them
other
up in one day.
boycotts, the Montgomery boycotts lasted for like what, a year, almost a year. It
Oh,
was
but that
like
was
200 and
different
something
though.
days.
It
Like
was segregation, so it was easy for them to
it was a
boycott
lot easier
because
back then.
yeah, because if you segregate it,
We
you really
actually
understand the
we
struggle
worked
on a
with each
different
other a
level.
lot better back
Yeah,
then. You know, we had each other. You know,
yeah.
but nowadays I think 24 hours is cool. But if we really want to hurt them, we got to do a whole weekend.
I
You
don't know.
know, I think
I don't think we
if
could
we
get that
did a
many people on
whole
board.
weekend, a whole 3 days, like everybody gas up, get everything you need, and then Friday, Saturday, Sunday, stay your ass home.
Because what they was talking about, I'm gonna find that whole boycott thing. I remember they was talking about what is it Walmart. It was they wanted to go after Walmart, Target, all the stores that talk about, oh, they hate DEI, whatever this case, and blah blah blah. Because
Let's
how you gonna have
see,
me spend money in
Amazon,
store?
Walmart, Best Buy, McNasty, and other fast food stores. Gas, major retailers, don't use your credit or debit cards for non-essential spending.
Yeah,
It
I
says
did
why
that
this
though.
matters. Corporations and banks only care about the bottom line.
Yeah,
Disrupting the economy for even one day sends a powerful message. If they
yes.
don't listen, then I mean, I feel like if we do this now, right, and we try to do it again and again, it'll get easier and easier. And then when all these tariffs and shit fall through, we just go on a boycott.
But you want to hear something funny? If that guy, because he got, I forgot his name. I have his name somewhere. If he keep on putting those messages out, keep on scheduling boycotts over and over and over, eventually people gonna start doing it. And
Yeah,
if he
that's what
keep
I'm
on
saying. Like
doing it over and
if
over,
we keep
a
having
fraction
them,
here, a fraction here, a fraction here, they
yeah,
gonna start seeing their money low. We don't have to do it just one time. We could just do it.
yeah,
Start
that's
off
why I
saying it
said
once a
24
week. We're gonna
hours ain't
boycott this
enough.
week.
Like we need to keep disrupting the system.
No, I mean 24 hours, just 24 hours at a time, only because people, people need stuff, so
Yeah,
everybody can't
24 hours
afford.
at a time,
And
once a
you got
month.
places where it's only a Walmart. Like
They
you
should do it
got,
once a
you
month
got,
at least.
yeah, you got towns where it's only Walmart, meaning that there's no other place
Other
for
place for
miles.
people to get their stuff from.
If you're in a try, if you like, upstate like New York,
Those people
somewhere, New
better know
Jersey.
how to plant some seeds.
Nah, even if you got it, you still always need your essentials, toilet tissue,
If
unless you're
I
gonna make
lived
that at home.
somewhere where there was no like Walmart's the only place, oh, I better have a garden. I
Yeah.
better have a damn garden. Absolutely. So what other interesting things is going on in the world that I can think of at the moment?
Well, little baby, they try to make him tie. They try to tie him to a shooting that happened, but
Oh,
it
the
had
little
nothing to do with
baby.
it. Yeah,
Oh
but it
well,
was not.
one
Yeah,
since last week, ASAP Rocky got off,
yeah,
which was, I mean, when I started watching some of the footage of that trial, that dude
yeah,
he messed himself up. Like you
yeah.
basically showed us your hand. Like we see what this whole thing was about. So I'm glad that ASAP Rocky got off, and
And he still got the lawsuit. The civil suit is still going through. Like they still pursuing the civil suit, which is stupid because the civil suit you don't need that much to win. That's the reason why they still dealing with civil suit. Criminal is different versus civil, so
mm,
they're gonna continue going through with it and see what happens, which is dumb. But ASAP Rocky ain't worried about it because that guy credibility is trash right now. It's in the garbage because
who?
what he did,
The
all the
other
lies
kid.
that he put. Yeah, the dude ASAP, and the dude can't even rap. Like he sucks. His
That's what
ASAP
makes it
whatever
even
ASAP
worse.
Rally, he's trash, man. The guy suck, and he just trying
Well,
to get a money grab. He's trying to get money. And
yep,
I ain't gonna lie, if I was rich, I'd be scared to be hanging around people because I worry about everybody trying to get money from me somehow.
I
Everything is
agree.
a lawsuit.
I agree 100%. Also, one of Diddy's lawyers dropped out because of
Tony
allegedly some
Busby.
necrophilia going on.
Oh, that's a different. Oh, I don't know about that one. I know about the Tony
Allegedly,
Busby. Tony Busby
allegedly.
supposedly he can't practice law in New York, and
Oh, that's
he was
why they
trying to.
saying he dropped out.
Yeah, he said he can't practice law in New York, so he's in a jam right now. Those cases might get dropped, and those people might be able to obtain another
Also, that
attorney.
necrophilia is just propaganda. Just
Yeah, I don't
gossip.
know. I don't know about that. I don't know. It could be true, but I know I ain't hear anything.
I don't know.
You know.
No, necrophilia is wow.
Yeah.
That would be wow. Like I wasn't expecting that at all. Like that would be some next level holy shit, what the hell is going on type of stuff. So I hope the hell not. But the
Tony
other thing
Busby.
too is them Epstein files about to pop out into the open. So
Oh nah.
that's what
Guess
we was
what?
talking about earlier.
Guess what? Those shits is mad redacted.
Hold them up to the light.
Everybody know Donald Trump. First of all, Donald Trump is using if he's not no more, he was using Epstein's plane. And when Ghislaine Maxwell got locked up and she had to do 20 years or whatever, that was her case. He said, "Oh, is she a good friend?" He was saying that Epstein's a good friend too. So I'm sitting there saying, why MAGA's angry? Because MAGA's angry at Donald Trump's. They angry because they wanted all the details of the Epstein files. It ain't because he put out something saying that
It
it's the
wouldn't matter
Democrats
to them
responsible.
anyway. If
Yeah,
the things that he's already got on his record ain't enough, that ain't doing nothing either. They'll justify that anyway. So
they actually beefing about it though. I was looking at some of the
some of them.
yeah, no, I'm talking about
Did
publicly,
you
even
hear
the
that
people
one
that
of the
supporting them
guys that
publicly.
that he pardoned from the January 6th shit
He's
got
dead.
killed by a cop?
Yeah, I heard, but
Yeah, that
how?
was
I
crazy.
don't know
That
how.
was ironic.
Yeah, how did he get killed? You know,
He got killed
like
by I think a cop, a sheriff or something, shot him.
he was beasting with him, or what happened? You know, like
I
what was
don't
the
even know the whole story. I really don't.
Damn, that's
No,
crazy
but
though.
it's listen to what you put out is what you get back. I was just talking about universal law a little while ago, and just to give because we're Awareness Academy 411 and we got to give you some jewels. I'm gonna give you another jewel for the day when it comes to how powerful your mind is.
Yeah.
If you could imagine something, right? So much so that it gives you a feeling from it. And now this can be something you deem as negative or positive, right? Once you
Mhm.
create that feeling sensation, that is your power. Like if you ever watched some type of movie where the person had some magical powers and they put their hand in something and they made something raise up because they had this power, yours is your emotions. Yours
That's
is how
true.
you what you're feeling, that signal, that frequency that you're emanating. So when again you can practice gratitude when you deliberately train your mindset. And what I mean by that is the thoughts that you think on a constant day, like constantly throughout the day, every day. If you don't feel pleasant from those thoughts, that means that you don't have control of your mind, and you can take control of your mind, and you just have to learn how to take control of your mind. Just for the I don't know if I would call it a shameless plug, but I talk about that in my book, The Secret Power of Journaling. You know,
Nice.
learn how to use writing to manifest happiness now. Because it's like this is a tool. Journaling is a tool. There's many tools. Journal is just one of them, and it's a very powerful and effective tool that you can use to train your mindset. So you could do that with gratitude. You could do that with manifesting the things you want. Like people, you ever think of, say, there's a situation where you're just in a bad mood, and then something else happens, and then something else happens, and you get to a point where like, oh, when it rains, it pours,
Yeah, that's
right?
true.
When it just can't get any worse than this. Yes, it can. Like, yes, it can. And the opposite is true. Can it get any better than this? Yes, it can. Could it
Yeah.
could it feel even better than this? Yes, it can. Like, whether I think even I forgot who was the person. I think it was Winston Churchill that said whether you can or whether you say you can or you can't, either way you're right. I'll repeat that again. Whether you say you can or you can't, either way you're right. Meaning whatever you put your energy towards is what is going to manifest. So if you say you can do something, that's what's going to come. If you say you can't do something, then that's going to happen. So that's just my jewel for the day of how powerful your mind is, and a little tip on how you could start to take control of your mindset. So moving along.
Let's talk about food. Let's talk about eating right. Oh my
Oh
God.
yeah. Oh
Yes.
yeah. You know, we said we was gonna talk some about nutrition. So
Yeah.
first and foremost, processed anything
Hmm.
is processed food is not beneficial to your body's optimal health.
Hmm.
Your body is designed a certain way and it is designed from nature because you are nature. So the best things to give your body is nature.
Yep.
So if you're giving it processed meats, stuff that's been mixed with other things to make it taste like or make it
Kangaroo meat with mixed other stuff, and you think it's really chicken and it's not.
yeah, like you over here
Oh
saying this
man.
is plant based. This, oh, this is a plant based burger. No, that's a whole bunch of shit mixed together to taste like meat. That
No,
stuff is not good for you. It's
there's a
processed.
study that's out there saying that they tested a lot of the Beyonds and a lot of the Impossibles, and they found meat in it.
No,
I was like,
yo,
I
that
was
would be
like, oh shit.
crazy.
But you know what? I want to discuss people even further. If you like beef, let me mess your mind up right now.
Chill.
The I should say it. It's gonna mess
Nah, go
people
ahead.
up. You can
Go
go
ahead.
to
Go
the
ahead. Go
Food and
ahead.
Drug Administration website if Elon didn't rip it apart yet. FDA allows a certain percentage of rat meat and the meat factories because they can't control it 100%. So there's a small percentage of rat meat could be in all the ground beef you go pick up at the supermarkets. There's nothing they can do
I've
to control
actually
it.
heard of that before.
Ooh, so anytime you eat something you chewing on, it takes a little bone, might be a
Just
piece of
like you're
rat
gonna get
bone.
a
No,
certain
I'm
amount of
joking.
roaches in
And
a lot of other
bugs.
stuff that gets processed
Ah,
too.
because think about it, it's micros. It's all micros, so you can't really see the stuff. Like the cereal boxes got little bugs in it. You don't even know, like
So
oatmeal
people,
and
what is the solution to this
just
problem? Let me give you a
just
solution.
eat it, eat
I'm
the
gonna
bugs.
give you a solution to this problem. And this is something that we should definitely practice. You have to detox at
Yeah,
least once a year
yeah,
and deworm yourself.
yeah,
We need like parasite cleanse, parasite cleanse, parasite cleanse. If you eat fish, if
yeah,
you eat beef, if you
mm,
eat pork, aka swine, if
yeah,
you eat any type of even plants,
yeah,
you know what I mean? You have to do a detox. You have to do a parasite cleanse. Like
yeah.
for that to not be a part of our culture is why illness and disease is so
Mm-hmm,
out of control because we're not taking responsibility for our bodies. You got people that will eat themselves to death. They will literally to death. And the doctors
mm-hmm.
will tell them, "Oh, you shouldn't eat that. I don't care. This is what I like. This is what I want to eat."
And now we can go forward and just talk about the gut. The reason why she's saying detox because 73% or 74% of your immune system is in your gut. So
Absolutely.
having poor gut health determines your life and stuff like that. So it's important to do something about it. And it's sad that because here in America with these processed foods, everybody's getting type 2 diabetes when they get a certain age. Usually it's around the early 40s, but sometimes it's starting to get a little earlier. Now it's starting to hit people get diabetes in the 30s. And type
Yep.
2 diabetes doesn't mean that your body's not producing insulin. It means that your body is becoming resistant to the insulin because your pancreas is still producing it and the insulin is end up in your blood and it can't go into the cell because the cell is saturated with a lot of fat.
Yep.
In order to get rid of that, you got to change your eating. That's the reason why even doctors are starting to get it right now. They before they even put you on the medication, the insulin, they want to see if they could just have you
Change your diet.
change your diet first and see how that works.
Seed oils are the worst. Canola oil, vegetable oil. Um, I know I'm missing one.
Some of black seed oil. Woohoo! Thumbs
No,
up.
black seed oil is great. No, I said like seed oils,
I know
as
I'm
in
being
like
silly.
Crisco
Yeah.
and vegetable oil, corn oil. That's it, corn oil. These things, your body literally cannot break it down, so
Yeah.
it stores in
For
parts of
real.
your body, and you can't digest it. So it's getting stored in your body. That's what that cellulite is. That's what that
Mhm.
fat is. That's why people's skin get all messed up. They're getting all these different, people with
Mhm.
acne. It's what you're eating. Like I had to stop eating cheese years ago because I remember I used to always have pimples all the time. Like I was using the Proactive. I'm doing all the stuff from the outside. right?
Yeah.
And I would still get these breakouts, and I'm wondering what the hell is going on. And one time I didn't eat cheese, just not on purpose. I just noticed I didn't have it for a couple weeks, and one day I decided to get a Philly cheesesteak.
Mhm.
This was back in like what 2007, 2008. I got a Philly cheesesteak, and the next day my face broke out. Like I had mad pimples. I was like, it's the freaking cheese. I was
And
like, that's what it is. Because I'm already
dairy.
lactose intolerant from milk. So, duh,
Well,
cheese
70% of
too.
black people are though, and I tell people all the time, it's very important when you get sick. Once you get a cold or once you get anything, inflammation, the smartest thing you could do is go on a dairy fast. I'm not telling
Yep.
you not. I'm not telling you
Mucus.
not to use dairy at all because I know you're gonna do what you're gonna do. But at least when you're sick, go on a dairy fast because dairy promotes mucus, and mucus does all that damage to your body. And the only way you can control it, the best way to control it, is getting one drug on the counter. It's not even called a really drug too much. It's called Mucinex. Mucinex is actually pretty effective. I can honestly say it is. But if you want to go natural, you get elderberry. Elderberry get all that shit out your system.
Oh, there's a few
You know
different
what I'm
things
saying?
you can do
And,
naturally,
and,
but
and if you want to really give your body all the minerals it needs, get yourself some Irish sea moss. It has 92 minerals out of 102 that the body needs. And I advise everybody to make their own. I might make a YouTube video because I make it all the time. So I think I'm gonna make a YouTube video so everybody can see step by step how to make it. I had an old YouTube video back in the days, but I'm done with that video honestly. So I'll make a new video, and it's very simple. You get the sea moss. I'm gonna say
soak
it real
it.
quick. It only
You
take two
gotta soak
seconds.
it overnight. Let
No,
let
it's,
it let it
no, no,
grow
no,
again.
no, 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 no. I'm gonna get this. I'm gonna get this.
I gotta let
You
them
throw that.
cook.
You throw that sea moss into the bowl. You get a little lime, and you throw a little distill. You throw a little distilled water. You want water anyway. You put it in there. A day or two, all that shit expand. It look like spaghetti. It look like noodles. And the reason why you want lime in there or you want lemon to get rid of the sea taste. Now you put that sucker in a blender, and then you get some distilled water. Pour a little bit in there, and then all you have to do is blend it to your liking. If you like it in a juice form, you put a lot of water, distilled water, or you put a little bit of distilled water, and then boom. Once you put a little distilled water in it, then blend it up in its gel form, like, and now you could just throw it into a mason jar. The reason why you use a mason jar because it protects from the sun, ultraviolet rays getting on it and messing it up and making the shelf life decline a lot faster
And
because it
glass
only
is
lasts
always
for like
better to
3 weeks
store
to
stuff
five
in
weeks.
anyway. Now,
Yeah, it only
glass is
lasts.
better. Listen, if you can switch from using plastic anything, you want to go to glass. And she
I
said, "Yeah,
will.
do that." See, you guys, people want you to do the video, so now
I
you gotta
will.
do the video.
And even better, I even show you where you can buy. You can actually order it on Amazon because there's a lot of people that rates it for you. You always got to look at people's ratings before I even buy any product. I look at the ratings where I get it from. If I don't have a health store nearby, because I know people that live in the Midwest, all they got is Amazon or Walmart. But if you live close to a health store, go to a health store and just buy it. Don't buy it made. I promise you, do not buy it made because you don't know the shelf life and you don't know if they not being good and they probably had it sitting there for a long time and you buy it and it already expired and you using it and it's no
Also,
good. You want to
when
buy
you
it so you
go
could create your own shelf life. It lasts
when you
three to
go to
five
buy it
weeks.
though, hold it. I gotta give people the 411 on when you're buying your CMOS.
Oh yeah,
If you buy when you go to buy your CMOS, if it's not bone dry,
yeah,
where it feels a little soft, that's farm raised. You want that
yeah,
bone dry. The
yeah.
one that's like it's shriveled, like when you feel it, it doesn't feel soft, like it actually feels like it's dried out sea moss.
And
But if
sea
you
moss
find
not
a
to
sea
be so
moss that
light.
still feels a little soft,
Yeah,
that's farm raised. You don't want
yeah.
that one.
And
So
you
you
want
want to
it to
get, and then
be,
there's three different types of sea moss.
yeah,
There's Irish moss,
yeah.
there's the Chandrish Crispish. Chandrish
It's St.
Crispish. I can't say it
Lucia's,
right. My brain didn't form those type of ways for my mouth to work. And
Santa
there's
Chris
yeah,
Kringle,
and then there's the other purple one that comes from like Jamaica and
St. Lucia,
yeah,
St.
St.
Lucia's.
Lucia, yeah. So
Yeah,
I can't remember the scientific name for that one, but I like the Chandrish Crispish.
yeah. So you
It's the
can get
best.
those, and let me tell you something. It does amazing wonders for the body. I just don't want you to think it's going to be a miracle overnight. It takes months. So
Yeah.
if you do it,
Spoonful. a day.
Spoonful. You could do a spoonful 2 day, twice a day if you want. Like right before you eat, and then like in the morning, and then in the morning you get in the morning, and then in the evening when you come
Yeah.
home from work or whatever.
Throw some
Just
black
get
seed
two
oil in there
tables.
too if you trying to take it up a notch. Take the
Now
black seed oil.
Now it won't mess up the shelf life if you throw a little black seed oil in it, but I recommend nobody use
Nah, do it
elderberry.
separately.
No, I'm talking about you can actually throw if you wanted to, you could throw a little black seed oil in the sea moss and blend it together. It doesn't black seed moss. I mean, black seed oil doesn't mess up the shelf life of this
No, no, no,
of the
no.
sea. I mean, the black seed oil doesn't mess up the shelf life of the sea moss. Do not mix it with elderberry. I see a lot of people using sea moss and elderberry. The reason why you don't want to, because elderberry expires very fast. Sea moss lasts a little bit longer, but it expires quick too. And
Mm.
you don't want to put them together and one component of it expired and the other one didn't. I see people do that so much. I'm like, what the hell are they doing blending sea moss and elderberry?
Unless
I'll
if they're
be
gonna drink
laughing
it
like
that
they don't
day,
they
then
don't
okay.
simple reading to teach you that one has a better shelf life than the other, and you put them together, you're contaminating both of them.
Also, I
Yeah.
used to get the sea moss and I would add bladderwrack
Bladder racks.
and
Woo! Thumbs up. Get some
yeah, I
bladder
throw the
racks. Yes.
bladderwrack in there and what was the other
Yes.
one? Sarsaparilla.
Or bitters.
Sarsaparilla. So bladderwrack is so good for your digestive
Yes.
system. OMG.
Hmm.
So good for like you're gonna have the best morning
Yes.
after you
Yep.
have some bladderwrack. Like
That's true.
if you ain't damn near stopping up the toilet every morning, then you ain't getting
You
it
ain't
all
doing it
out.
right.
You ain't doing it right. If you got these little look like bird droppings, no, you're not doing it right. Like your bowl needs to get messed up. Like you need to be using your plunger often.
If you ain't plunging after every flush, then your shit ain't right, son.
Facts. Like that's called a complete bowel movement. And I am not ashamed to talk about pooping at all. Like I've been through so much with health and just in my own experience. Like I'm very, I guess, desensitized to a lot of things. So things that people would find, oh my god, how could you talk about that, man? Listen, you would think that you're reading from a medical book. I'm coming out. I'm saying it all. I don't care.
That's
Yeah.
true.
But like real talk,
Oh.
like
Let me spell it for it because I think that you want me to. It's called bladder racks. It's called
bladder
B
rack.
L A
Yeah,
D D E R
bladder
W R A
rack.
C K S. Yeah,
BLADDERWRACK, I think it is.
yeah, CKS. Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
CAKS is
CK.
bladder rack. And Sarsaparilla is another one. So I used to get it mixed, all three of them. That was good stuff.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
And I
Bladder
know I'm
racks is
missing
where it's at.
burdock root is another one
Oh,
too.
burdock root. Yeah, burdock root is good, man. That's good.
Burdock root is another
That's a lot
like
of good stuff.
superfood. These are all superfoods, by the way. We call them,
Yeah.
and they're super. You know why they're super? Because they're from nature. And you know why
Yeah.
they work so well with our body? Because we are nature too.
Yep.
And if you give nature nature, then it just works. Like
Yep.
2 + 2.
And one thing is for certain, you can heal yourself of any illness you have. That's not. I believe that wholeheartedly. I just believe your body needs to be given the proper
The
environment to
right
be able to
environment.
do
Yep.
it. And
Absolutely.
and putting the right stuff in your body helps with that. And most important thing, if you ever get sick, first thing you gotta do is start to fast. You gotta fast. Don't eat much. Try to eliminate as much eating as possible because eating helps support whatever illness you have. All it does is exacerbate it even further.
Mhm.
So,
And
but
and I'm going.
always consult with a doctor because we're not
Oh
medical
yeah, always
physicians.
consult with a doctor.
We
Get your
don't want
blood
to get
work done.
sued.
All
So,
that. But I will, and I want to add to, your diet. Your mind also needs a diet as well in terms of the things that you're exposing yourself to that are not healthy for you, whether that's negative news or you sometimes you got to go through that fast like we started off
mhm.
saying in the beginning with social media. Sometimes you need a fast from social media.
Oh yeah,
Like having a sickness or illness in your body is going to always be a reflection of what's going on in your mind. So for you to truly heal your body, not just changing the things that you're doing, but you also have to change the way that you're thinking and feeling on a day-to-day basis. You know what I mean?
yes,
Like you can change up and eat all the sea moss you want, but if you waking up depressed every day and you feeling cynical and you feeling pessimistic and you feeling sad, mad, angry, number one, you got PTSD or
Yep.
complex PTSD, and you should go see a therapist so that they can help you, you know, unravel all that shit
Hmm.
and then and work on your body at the same time because it's mind, body, and spirit.
They
So
both go together.
absolutely.
Yeah.
So as always, we can go on forever with this, and we're gonna definitely talk about this next episode. But
Yes.
I hope everybody enjoyed the show. Please like, subscribe, and share. Tell your friends, tell your mommy, your daddy, everybody. Let them know about Awareness Academy 411. I'm your girl Wendy Zizzo here with Kirk the Jerk. Red will be back with us next week. So until then, everybody, peace and blessings.